God wanted me to tell you this and share this with you. God doesn't go by timelines. When God says it's going to happen on His time when He decides it's going to happen. A lot of the times, what we've experienced and what we expect is that when God says in my timing, it means that, okay, it's going to be a little longer. I got to wait a little longer. But sometimes, even with that experience, God's timing means that it's going to happen sooner than when you think it's going to happen. Sometimes when you have a job that says, oh, it's going to be 12 months to a year, or 12 months to a year, 12 months to 16 months before you can move on to be promoted. It's going to be, a year, 6 months to a year wait for the process to take place for you to receive child care services, or for you to receive home or be able to go through the process, or it's going to take years for you to prepare for a home to get your credit score to where it needs to be. The thing about God is that when God intervenes and intercedes, and when it's part of the purpose and the plan and the will that He has called you to do, there is no such thing as a timeline. So a lot of times we stress over having to wait years or 2 years based on what man has told us, based on what the rules and regulations say, based on what the requirements of the job are. But reality is, when God wants you in a space and you have been faithful and you have been obedient and He has told you where you're going to be, God will move like that. So our only requirement is to be ready, is to continue to be obedient, and is to continue to have faith that He's going to work it out, and His timing is going to be His timing. So don't stress out. Somebody's stressing out. I've been stressing out about the timeline of things. How much longer am I going to have to wait? It says 6 months. This person on the phone told me a year, and that's too long. God can move tomorrow. God can move in 3 days. So continue to have faith in the fact that He's going to move when He needs to move. And timelines, don't allow that to stress you out. Don't allow that to take away from everything God is causing you to do. Don't allow that to be a distraction. God's timing is everything. And He can do it just like that in a matter of days, seconds, weeks, months. The 6 month, 12-month mark could turn into a 1 week, 2 week mark, and so on. And so allow that to not be a distraction for you. God doesn't go by timelines. Be ready to move when He says it's time to move, and enjoy the movement and the process.